Alright, guys, so we just came out to see Terminator Genisys, which has the cleverest name for a Terminator movie.
Even though people were taking the piss out of it, saying, "Why is it Why are you spelling Genesis Genisys?" And you do find out eventually. In the film.
You do understand.
You realise,
why.
yeah, because I was going Genesis. What the fuck? Like spell Genesis down. Who did this? A dyslexic?
Well, let's see. The movie takes you. So basically, you need to watch the other 3 movies.
Predominantly
to watch this, yeah. Because from what we figured out, salvation doesn't exist. Salvation does not. Salvation is completely ignored because, as we all know, no one liked it.
Yeah, like that had. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah, so you need to know the first 3 movies because, without spoilers, I will tell you that the movie just travels in between different timelines, and it just finds ways to make Arnie fight himself.
Yeah, basically, yeah. it happens in the future, the past, and the 2 years future.
So have fun. Have fun figuring out the when, now, here.
Yeah.
Even the movie gets confused at some point, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was trying to get my head around it.
So, there's a personal scale. I mean, Josh, what did you think in general? Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was Terminator. I think when they were talking about like they're going to different time periods, I was thinking, oh, so they're gonna go. Well, of course, we're gonna go back to 1984. I was thinking, are they gonna go back to 1992 for Terminator 2 and then 2003? I thought it was gonna be an all-out time travel movie.
So did I.
Like they alter like every Terminator movie made except Salvation. So they alter the original Terminator, the second Terminator. Although to be honest with you, the events in the first Terminator were altered to make the second Terminator, and then of course the third Terminator movie, which I'm quite surprised it didn't have that female.
I was waiting
the blue-eyed
for the
one. Because we've had different Terminators. We had the T-800, which is what Arnie is, the T-1000, which is what
Liquid Metal.
Yeah, Patrick Denny. What was his name? Patrick Dempsey.
I think so.
Yeah, that guy. But basically, the cameo from Wayne's World 2.
And then we had the female Terminator.
Yeah, that was the third one.
And as much as I didn't like the female Terminator, I would have liked to see her in this movie.
I wouldn't. Yeah, that technically that series of Terminator, but we didn't get that. We got the 800, the 1000, and a new Terminator, which we're not gonna tell. We're not. Yeah, it's a big like alter to the.
What I will say ahead of this, stay for the after credit scene. If you haven't seen this movie, we're not gonna spoil at all
because you get to hear the Terminator theme finally in the movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that there's a personal level in this movie, and then there's the critical level. From a personal level, without spoilers, I'll say that it betrayed me just a little bit in heart. I mean, I grew up with certain bits of Terminator. I mean, the movie went with me because I know it's not a kids' movie, but you do see it when you're very young, and you do find these heroes. You do get attached to certain characters, and this movie collides your reality. This movie does what it does in its own thing. It collapses reality and builds something new. And we don't want to accept that. Did you think the same way?
I remember seeing. I think I was 14 when I saw. First time I ever saw Terminator, the original, I was 14, and I'd seen the second one, or rather partial bit, the second one when I was 8, and I just remember that the first one was awesome. The fact that it was low budget, well written,
and new. It was something different.
Yeah, because basically, I think the one thing about it was just basically time, like two beings travel back in time to alter the future, and in that movie there was a lot of things at risk. And you do see it in like the flashback sequences in like with Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese when he's fighting the Terminators.
Did time travel make sense? Because I think to me, the Terminator time travel, I think it finally makes sense. To me, it finally makes sense. Some pieces of it.
To be honest with you, like the time travel stuff, like as I mentioned before in the original movie, it's just basically like because in the movie they actually do show how each one goes back in time. So, of course, Arnie, Terminator 1 Arnie goes back first, and then Terminator, and then of course Kyle Reese goes, and they're all aware of this. Like he volunteers.
It still gives a lot of like things. Like when you think of the Terminator timeline, think of lines. Don't think of the Terminator movies as one universe. Don't think of them like that.
Well,
think of them as separate. Basically, you need one universe for the other to happen. One universe triggers the other. Basically, even though
there's a lot in this movie. That,
yeah, there's so much.
Alterations, because that's what this movie is. It's basically an alteration of the already. You know, we had 1984, 1992, 1997, 2003, and then was it 2027?
Yeah.
When this movie takes up to 2027.
I think that's what makes this movie so depressing. Is the fact that even though it has an interesting ending, it's the fact that when you watch the movie, you know it's inevitable.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like that's what the whole series is about. No matter what they do, Skynet is going to get
some
made
way.
inevitably.
Yeah.
It's a series.
And
Like,
it's not even a spoiler
theme.
really, because it's just the theme. I think that's why I think this movie I was gonna go in very negative. I do admit that. I was gonna go with guns and bazookas into this movie, but
which they do have in this movie.
yeah, which they do.
Well, yeah, bazooka. Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, there was a bazooka when he's walking on there.
But I've discovered that when you watch it, you kind of zing into it. You want to see what another go, because it gets addictive. It's like, it's addictive. The movie is addictive. It's addictive. I can't say anything else about it. It dragged me back into it.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, in Salvation, it really doesn't make sense anymore, because after this movie it changes the complete meeting of Reese and John, so...
Yeah, that's the one thing, because I think in the original... I don't know, I'm trying to remember, in the original movie, how did he meet him?
In the original movie, he stumbles onto him and rescues him, but we don't really get an age, or we don't really get a...
Well, he's supposed to be young, I think.
He's supposed to be young. He's supposed to be younger than John. Then in Salvation, we see Reese as a teenager, if you guys remember. Then in this movie, Reese is a child.
Yeah, I
A
think...
young boy. Not child, young boy. About 13, I would say, about 11.
He's definitely 12 years old, just to be safe.
Somewhere there.
Yeah, so
Somewhere there.
yeah, because that's the one thing about this movie, is that Salvation doesn't exist. Like, Salvation is basically... doesn't exist. It's just basically, you could watch 1, 2, and 3, and you don't have to watch 4. You could just skip
Yeah.
that one, just watch...
I mean, I'm tempted to rewatch it to make sure, to double check that, but...
I think, technically, I do think Salvation is kind of... In the continuity, it's basically pointless. It doesn't exist. It's basically...
Maybe it's another world, it's another kind of version, because Salvation, as far as I know, doesn't finishes the war. It doesn't do anything. What happens is the heart get transplanted from the robo-human person,
Yeah, Sam
Marcus.
Worthington.
Marcus.
Sam Worthington. Yeah, Sam Worthington,
Yeah.
Christian Bale. But in a way, it does... Because in that movie, it actually showed how John got his scar, which you only see briefly at the start of the second movie.
The second movie explains how he got the scar, actually.
Does it? Because
There's a scene where Terminator reaches out for John and scratches him, and then we can see the scar
what, in
bleeding.
the second one?
Either in the second I think in the second movie, yeah. It
No,
explains-
I remember
One
this-
of the end of the movies.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the... I'm sure it's the fourth.
It's
Short Salvation that shows it. Just in Terminator 2, it's just basically looking out at the battlefield, John turns and he has that scar, and Salvation actually gave a reason, or showed us how he actually got the scar.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know, because I remember one of them definitely showed he had a scar. So the flashback in Judgment Day, in theory, happens after Salvation, but Salvation doesn't exist anymore.
But
Because it doesn't make sense, because if Salvation exists, then Reese should have,
known who he is. But yeah, but
And remember, Reese also had a companion, and in the other movie, Reese did not, and in this movie, Reese did not have a companion. Remember the young boy or girl? I don't remember. I haven't really watched the movie.
what, the second one? Salvation.
Salvation, yeah. He had a little companion.
I really haven't seen Salvation all that much, to be fair, because
I've seen it
again, it's a pointless
See,
film.
you see, this movie does something that not a lot of movies do. You come back to it. That's the secret. I figured out this is the secret of Terminator. You come back back to it. Just like you come back to Pulp Fiction. Just the way you come back to that scene where Murray whispers something to Scarlett Johansson. You come back to this
no,
movie.
that's lost in translation.
Yes.
Because you were saying Pulp Fiction. Wait a minute, Murray? Who the hell's Murray in Pulp Fiction? I don't. Bill Murray's in Pulp Fiction. That would have been more awesome.
Different movies. My apologies.
Yeah, lost in translation. Yeah.
And then that's the secret of this movie. You come back to it. Every time there's a new movie, every time there's somebody telling you something new, you have to relook the entire series. I do recommend watching this movie very carefully. You have to watch it really carefully.
You'd have to, I'd say, watch. Would you say watch the first one? Because that's the only time period they really go to.
Watch all of them. I think watching all of them all matters.
Yeah, I think, watching them all kind of gives you the gist of a Terminator movie. Except Salvation, of course. But
you might as well watch it because it just raises questions.
It gives you questions about... Although, I would like to know, like, if the maker said that if this is like a... Because technically it's a... Would you think it's a reimagining?
I've heard a lot of things that, basically this movie is that the Terminator Days of the Future Past. This is what it is, but it's better. What Days of the Future Past does is it erases all the movies.
Although to be honest with you, like X-Men's never really had a solid continuity.
That doesn't matter. If you erase a lot of movies in one go.
Leave me alone with my nails. I'll do that like.
Yeah, if Days of the Future Past, it erased every other movie. It essentially did it. Like, I know the first and second still exist, but...
And the third?
No, the third doesn't exist anymore, because Jean Grey is not...
The Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, the Phoenix. But yeah, that's the thing. I did not like what that movie did, but this movie, it still kept everything in line. Just fucked you over big time. It just bent you over and said, hey, let's do this. That's what this movie did, but yeah. What have I done?
Worse if it was a 50 Shades of Grey review.
Yes. No.
Oh god, 50 Shades.
Yeah. If you want to watch us suffer for that, there's a video. Yeah.
That's the third one back.
Yeah. But yeah, it's worth seeing. It's worth seeing the movie. I think that it doesn't lose hope. You don't lose hope watching this movie. You gain questions, and these questions bring you back to the entire franchise.
Yeah.
It's a plot.
Some questions aren't answered, like
who sends Arnie number?
Yeah, that's the one thing I was hoping.
Though
to be fair, it was most likely John in the alternate timeline, because technically that's what he did in the second movie.
Yeah.
So
you see, exactly. Movies exist. It already happened. And
I don't know. It's kind of more like you're finding the plot holes, really.
Yeah, and it's the fact that when they say there's a straight, the future isn't sad. It's so ironic, isn't it? Because it is.
That's kind of the whole.
It is
Terminator's,
sad.
Yeah.
It already happened. The second Reese came into this world, everything already happened. The second he came to find Sarah Connor, everything happened.
Although to be fair, I did like the they did recreate the opening of Terminator 1.
Yes.
I was quite proud of.
That was great.
That was good. I did like that.
How much CGI did they put on Arnie?
Well, the original Arnie, yeah.
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 Although
they did that in Salvation as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although I do recommend if you want to go watch this movie, what you do is before you watch it, watch the Terminators and then watch a really crappy movie. For example, yesterday I watched Cool World. It's like Roger the Rabbit if it had a sleazy drug addicted cousin.
Sounds more like Fritz the Cat.
No. Oh, watch it. It's horrible.
No, but if I wanted to see like sleazy cartoons, I'll just like watch.
No, you'll see what I mean.
I know, but one thing I'm used to is like Fritz the Cat, and leave me alone. I'll do what I like.
No, because people don't like those noises. I've had complaints.
What noises? They can't even hear it on the fucking camera. I'm pretty sure they can't hear it. I guarantee you when I'm editing it, they'll be like, I can't hear it.
But yeah, I'm quite happy that I saw it. I'm quite surprised at what it did to me. I still feel betrayed. I feel like it took away something from me. This movie took a piece of me and threw it away.
Yeah, thanks Quentin Tarantino lookalike guy. Because the guy who plays John Connor does
look like Quentin.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, I couldn't remember. I was like, I see his name in the credits, and like I forget it because he looks so much like Quentin Tarantino.
let's just call him the Tarantino guy.
Yeah, that Mr. Tarantino.
But yeah.
Quentin!
But yeah, I think that this movie is worth watching. It takes away a piece of you on a personal scale.
For someone like her, yeah, but for me...
For him, yeah. He didn't feel it. I felt that. But I did. No,
to be honest with you, like, making... Oh, I'm not gonna spoil it. Making a certain character the bad guy when he's been used to being...
No.
The series staple, it's like...
That's a kind of a spoiler.
Well, to be fair, they're gonna find out anyway. Or they just get it on DVD because, let's face it, most people who come to see are Terminator fans. The rest are just...
Yeah.
They need to understand, like, the first movie and the
I think
second.
that's the difference between me and you in this movie, the fact that you didn't feel the same pain I did.
Because I don't look at films like the same way you do.
Yeah, I sometimes, with some movies, I do get more emotional attached to some characters.
Yeah, and you get easily freaked out, like Avengers when you got freaked out when Ultron was, like, you know, came alive, and you freaked out because they were singing Pinocchio's "I've Got No Strings on Me."
Everybody got creeped out. Don't talk to me.
How would everyone get creeped out? I laughed. Everyone would have laughed. You're just the only person I know that gets creeped out.
Because, you know, it's just so fittingly creepy.
To be honest with you, everyone knew that the moment they saw the Ultron trailer.
I didn't think he was actually going to sing the song.
He didn't sing the song. It was just,
He sang the song in the movie.
No, but I'm talking about the first bit.
Yeah.
Like when he didn't sing that. It's just the automated thing. Just go. I got.
But yeah, like the Terminator. I knew. I heard a lot of rumors before Genisys that there's going to be like a new trilogy.
Well, to be fair, the way it sets it up, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
But then again.
Oh, you see, I don't want it. You see, I don't want.
Then again, are they gonna get the same actors? Because we have to question. Because Arnold's like nearly 70 now.
Yeah.
He was in his 70s, and I would be amazed, like, because they'll have to. I'd say film them quickly, but like I know Arnie could be alive for a while, so I'd say they're gonna take their time with the storytelling. But in case they need to make Arnold in the movies, like put him in the movies,
they have to hurry up.
Yeah, because who knows? Like Arnie could, you know. I mean, look at that.
It's like talking about Stan Lee suddenly not having a cameo. No. No.
You think that's bad? How do you think all Nintendo fans felt yesterday when they found out about Shigeru Iwata? 55! Jesus Christ!
I know, that's a pretty young age. I'm quite sad now. Oh, why did you make me so sad now?
Don't worry, you'll cheer up later.
But yeah, I think that it's worth saying. It's different to different people. I mean, some people found it really funny, some people found it confusing, some people found it betraying.
To be honest with you, I didn't... Like, the humour in it was kind of weak. I mean, there was the funny Arnold smile.
Yeah, but you kind of...
I think that was the only times I laughed. I don't know if that was...
You don't really care about the characters that much. Like, I cared not single bit for Sarah. I didn't care. I didn't like Sarah.
Well, we kind of knew she was going to pull through.
Yeah, but I didn't actually like Sarah in this movie. I hated Sarah.
It's funny, you know, it's kind of funny to think that this is now the second time... It's funny because... The actress who plays her, Emilia Clarke, is in Game of Thrones, and the person who directed it, Alan Taylor, directed Game of Thrones episodes, and the previous Sarah Connor, what's her name? Damn it, it's gonna come to me.
It's fine.
The previous, oh shit.
We don't need names, Josh.
The previous Sarah Connor.
Time.
Previous Sarah Connor in the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Oh,
Cersei. Yes, Cersei from Game of Thrones.
Sarah Connor Chronicles. It's not canon. I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it.
May not be canon, but a lot of people actually said it's like one of the best things about the Terminator. I remember watching it. I actually watched.
I need to watch it then.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure.
It's on the internet.
Internet thing. But
because I don't do
IGN actually said it was awesome. I was like, what is it? So if you go back and watch it, it's like
I'll go back and see if it's actually part of the universe. But yeah, it should be something.
No, it's more of the it's the same. We didn't.
It's a spin-off.
No, it's not a spin-off. It's basically it's another. We didn't stop Judgment Day. We just delayed it.
Spin-off.
So technically, 97 was supposed to happen. Instead, they go to 2007.
Spin-off.
It's not. Okay, yeah, okay. You
it's
can
a
call it a
spin-off.
spin. Yeah, call it a spin-off what you like. Either way, Terminator's and Sexy Summer Glau.
Oh, it's not. Oh, yeah, I've heard it's not a female Terminator. But yeah, I need to see if it's canon. But
I don't think it is. I don't think it is canon. It's just a nice way
it can be because it's just an alternative universe, like something that happens in one world. I mean, I can totally dig this with this. I mean, it depends how you see time travel, but I can totally dig it with this thing. The fact that there are different universities and different outcomes. I kind of dig that. I'm gonna go ahead.
Lena Headley. That's her name. Lena Headley.
Did you think of my name and then you realized?
No. It just came to me all of a sudden. Lena Headley. That's the previous Sarah Connor from Game of Thrones, Cersei. So basically it's kind of a game. So basically we got people who worked on Game of Thrones working on this. So
Oh, I see a strategy in making.
yeah. So we've had.
Everybody dies.
I'd like to see that. Yeah.
Like
Well, we kind of did in the start. Everyone.
Yeah, I don't really know. How can you add? You can't add Terminator. You can't stop Judgment Day because that will destroy the entire purpose of the movie. You can't defeat Skynet. There's no way of doing it. You can't do it. And if they do it, then I would defeat the entire point of the entire franchise.
Unless they made like the ultimate final movie, directed and written by James Cameron, where everything, they actually do stop Skynet.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they live in harmony. I mean,
But I don't even want to see that if James Cameron actually wrote and directed it. That's the only time I would want to see this film series. Like that's how I'd like it to end. Just James Cameron comes in for one last Terminator movie. So he made a great sci-fi movie. He made one of the best sequels ever, and it's only right that a guy like him should end the series that he created as a what he described as basically when he had a nightmare when he was on a film set making Piranha 2.
yeah.
He said he was having nightmares, and one of his nightmares was basically a being not like a giant man coming after him ready to kill him, and that's where he got the idea from Terminator because of his bad experience on working on Piranha 2.
Yeah.
Wrote it, and then he made Terminator, and look at
the guy who
big the
started
movie
it
is.
need to end it, and I think even it would be symbolic for the entire franchise as well.
But I don't know. That could be a while though. I don't know if they're gonna like.
Honestly, I'm willing to wait. I think that's a good way to end the review.
Yeah, I think
With the end of the movie and the end of the discussion. Yeah, I think the ending is something that I'm hoping to see.
We're gonna see. I'd say another 3 years time is gonna make another one.
I think you're right. You're probably right.
Which is about he doesn't die.
Yeah,
Let's Arnold, please.
Let's just make him half machine so that he can live forever. Because Arnie's great.
Everyone would do that. I love that. Fucking yes.
Thank you for watching Opposites Attack. I'm Elena Pugh and this is Joshua Collard. And join us on Facebook and now on Tumblr as well because I have nothing better to do.
Yeah, I don't understand Tumblr.
I do.
Well, exactly. That's why I don't understand it.
Alright, we'll see you later, guys, and we'll see you at another review. And that should be the Adam Sandler movie. Isn't that gonna be fun?
Pixels.
Yeah.
That should be fun. That should be fun. Yeah.
Alright, thank you, guys, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.